Good afternoon, everybody. Or good evening, I should say, and a very warm welcome to Mildenhall and Vollmer. And hello, Leicester TMD, and welcome to the stream. My apologies for the late delay in starting the stream. As you can probably hear in the background, my machine is just literally about to finish, and I was hoping it was going to finish by 6 o'clock. It should have been finished by 6 o'clock, and it's on its final spin. So, hello, Cottesmore. Welcome to the stream. So, basically, that will be finishing very, very shortly. So, bear with me a few minutes. Hello, Dragon Junction. Welcome to the stream. Hello, John Warner from Piccadilly. Nice to see you all. Hello, Basing TMD. Welcome to the stream. Like I said, there is a slight delay to my stream today, and that's due to my machine, as you can probably hear in the background, still kind of spinning, and it should be done very, very shortly. So hopefully, we'll have to just put up with it for about 5 minutes or so. Hello, Anthony from Strathmore Junction. And hello, Dano G. Welcome to the stream. So nice to have you all, and let's get some trains running, I guess, and see it. Well, it's either this or listen to my neighbours. So no, anyway, Mark Dukes, welcome to the stream. Yeah, like I said, hopefully, it'll be done very, very shortly. So the first train to go is. Yeah, I know. It's just, do you know what? I started this machine about 3 o'clock, and I changed the cycle on it, and obviously it takes longer on this cycle, and so it's virtually done. So like I said, welcome everybody, thank you for joining in. And I'm not so sure, John, I'll try and keep away from them. Hello, David Atkins, welcome to the stream. So our first train coming into view is, whilst we slowly got, I've got a lot done today, this week. Hello, Richard from New Junction, good evening, welcome. Yes, firstly, I hope you are all well and looking after yourselves. I'm okay, and I'm just getting on with life. FMR Station House, welcome. So it's a good number of people. I did put up a notification on my Facebook page and my YouTube page. And like I said, my apologies for the noise. Currently, it's just the machine on its final spin. Whereas Glorious has got quite a few more to go. Alright, let's see who else we've got going. Right, so bear with me a minute whilst I get some more trains running. So at the moment, Colwicks, welcome to the stream. Moreland Model Railway, Andy, welcome to the stream. We have currently running. We currently have running our Class 50, my Class 50, Glorious, and the 37, which is in Dutch livery. And basically they've both got sound in them. And I've also got another one on the third one, which is parked up on the siding, which will be joining us very, very shortly. So before we kind of roll on with the stream, I just thought I'd just sort of give people a few minutes. I know the machine's dying down now, so hopefully that'll be for the machine. So we should be good soon. I didn't really want to, I just wanted to try and keep the stream to time, and I thought the machine would have been done, so hey ho. John, just to let you know, I haven't done the switch yet, but that's because I've done a whole load of other stuff. And to be honest with you, it's something that I'm probably be putting off for a little while, but I'm going to try and do it soon. But currently, like I said, I think it's still running. Oh, great. CXX Rensville, welcome to the stream. Oh, I think that might be it. Cool. Let's hope so. No, maybe not. Right, so I'm going to spin you around. We're going to have a look at the railway for now. And here it is. Clayton Irish Model Trains, welcome to the stream. And like I said, right now, all of this is basically the same. But I will, Somerset Andy, welcome. But I will be talking to you about the station area. round the back there because there are plans for that end. But basically, I'm going to see if I can take you round to the main bit that I've been working on. So I'm just going to have to move my railway chair. Yeah, nobody can go anywhere yet. Right, so I'm just going to move my railway chair out of the way and then we can get right on to it. Robert Scott, welcome to the stream. Okay, so let's walk you around to this side and we'll start over here because this is generally where we start. Right, the first thing I've done is hello Ronald Moritz, welcome to the stream. The first thing I've done now is I've now completely cut off the extension to the layout. So it's all been completely disconnected. So it can now be moved. So electrically and physically, the extension can now be taken away. So that was one of the things I needed to do. So that was one of the main jobs that I've had to do. And then if I take you around, how long does it take me to complete the layout? Well, I've been here since last Christmas, not the Christmas just gone, but the Christmas before. So it's going on for about 18 months that I'm currently building this. So my other loco, which will be coming to join us shortly, will be this one, my little EMU. It's parked up on the siding at the moment. So I'm just going to show you what I've been up to, and then now what I've done is I've now basically completed all of that. That's what I've been up to. Now, John, please don't look too closely at my hand painting on the back there. But basically, I've tried to blend it in as best I can. I'm going to put some more fencing, which I haven't done. So basically, what I've done is this is the. If I'm going to zoom you in. The Network South East station, what came as part of the kit from the Capital Connect set, it was either going to be that one or another station building, but the other one. Thank you, Dave from Cotswold. Thank you. It's still a lot to do because I've done the fencing here, but I haven't actually completed it all the way around. But I'll show it to you what I have done. So this is the scene and this row of shops that I got. And basically, this is from Town Scene. That's the sheet that I've got. I've still got a few bits left over to use if I want. And yeah, it's coming along. Yeah, it's coming along quite nicely. So I'm going to put some fencing all the way from the station to blend it all out. And that's going to come out to here. And then we're going to have, I've done this, I've painted this. That is, by the way, not my machine. And I've done some work here, painted this up. I've painted up the footbridge, but unfortunately the footbridge, I just don't like it, so I'm going to replace the footbridge. It's too new. That's more of a new thing than it is. It doesn't really go well with the Art Deco station, but it's the only one I have at the moment, so I'm planning on getting rid of that. I'm also, let me just try and take you around this way. There you go. I've also done some Metcalf work. I don't know how well you can see that. I've done some Metcalf work. And so that's again taken a lot of time. So let me just take you a bit closer in. I think this is zoomed in. Let me see if it's zoomed in. Oh, there we go. By the way, that's just my neighbours. So there you go. Pettiness. So the gaps that you can see are basically for me to mark out the roads. And then there's going to be more roads here. and then I've blended that in, but I'm going to put a fence over here. Yeah, it's coming along nicely. It's getting there. There's a lot still to do. I did have a problem here because this was supposed to be a right angle, and unfortunately what happened was when I tried to take it out, it turns out that the right angle came too far across and I couldn't take the layout out, so I've had to curve it. But it's actually worked to my advantage, so I'm quite happy with that. So now it's just a matter of just carrying on, really. Hello, going out to 1259, welcome. So that's what I've kind of been up to. And I've also added actually some super elevation on this bit to experiment. That's just a bit of mount board. And it seems to work. I was hoping that the super elevation would bring the trains closer to the curb, to the platform, I should say. But that hasn't really worked out. But I quite like the look, but we're going to see how that goes. So I'm going to put you back onto the tripod, if I can. Yeah, the curved vaccine I think looks all right actually. The problem is because that this was such a right angle on the other end, it was catching the wall as I was trying to pull it out. So that's why it had to be curved in order to get it out. And that's actually hardboard. It's not actually mount board. It's hardboard that I was using there. Well, that's what happens when you're at home. But then again, I've seen what you've been up to, Richard, in your garage. So you're cracking on with getting that prepared. Hello, Mini Wisterson Junction. Rachel, welcome to the stream. The other thing I've done is I've added another wheel. And this just helps me to basically makes it a little bit easier for me to move the layout, well, the extension out of the way. It just gives it more support. So all of this will be painted up soon enough. I should say, if any of you do like the back scenes, it's very much along the lines of Pico. You have to order it. If you order it through their website, and it's something I should tell you because I tried to do, because I've ordered some more. But the thing is with this is it says you can order it through their website and through PayPal, but there's an error on their website, so you have to actually go to the order page and go to the contact them and phone them, which is what I did today. And they told me what had happened with the website, so they're going to basically update the website, and that's what they're looking to do. Paul Dempsey, welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoy keeping well. So basically, it's along the lines of Pico. And what I tend to use, and I'm going to show you a few things that I'm going to use. I'm also going to spin you back round to the station, because what I'm going to be doing is the station at the back there. Rachel from Mini Wisterson gave me some brick arches, which I haven't used yet because they're going to go on the back. I might need to get some more. And then I've got some more back scenes on order. And basically I'm going to do a very similar thing to what I've done here at the extension. So that's kind of what I'm going to be doing with that. So what I'm going to do is, for now, we're going to crank you down. So once again, thank you to Rachel for sending me over all those bits and pieces. The warehouses that you saw in the background were also kindly from her. Don't know what that was. Oops. Sorry, if this is me using my old phone. Tony Slights, welcome to the stream. So I'm going to see if that's the 37. So I'll leave that running for a minute, for a moment. Right, so we're just going to get the little EMU running around. So I might turn the sound off, but I just thought I'd give you a sort of demo. In fact, let's switch it. There you go. I've just turned the 37 off, but I leave the 50 on for the moment. My apologies, back in a place apart. Now what I'm going to do is I'll give you a little sample of why I love my 50 so much. This one hasn't actually got the improved speaker in it, the other one has, and but I'm gonna give you a listen. No, that's fine, Andy from Model Rowan. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon. Keep up the good work on your layout. We've just got the EMU just trundling along. Ah, right, here we go, we're back here again. Right, that's what I wanted to do. Right, so my apologies for the machine, and also apologies for my neighbours. Unfortunately, I think they've got it in for me in terms of, thank you Andy, I'm glad you like it. I love it as well. I think it's a great sound, and I'm just going to shut it down just so everyone can. So what I was going to do is I was actually going to use this station building for my new station, but I couldn't get it to really work properly. I think the Art Deco one is actually better. That's it. I'm just gonna. Right, that's just mine. Just waiting for my 50 to calm down before I carry on. So yeah, so I was gonna use this station building, but it hasn't really worked out because I can't really get it to work for me. And what I wanted to show you also is if you use those back seams where you kind of stick them onto the hardboard, something I use, which I don't know if many of you use, but I'll bring it to your attention anyway, is I use one of these. And this is called a seam roller, and you can get them from like Wix's and DIY, and in any kind of DIY shop. I think I got this one actually from Homebase or somewhere like that. Used for wallpapering. And what you do is when you put the houses up on your back seam, and I use PVA. And actually we seem to have a problem, so bear with me one moment, because I need to find out what's going on with my EMU. So yeah, I bought one of these. This is like cheap and cheerful, and I think it cost me about £4 for one of these. And what I use it for is basically when you're putting on the buildings onto the backboard, you basically put the PVA on the back of your building, you glue it onto your backboard, and then you basically use the roller to basically squeeze out any excess glue so there's no bubbles and get all the bubbles out of it. And that really does help, just basically making sure it lies flat on the backboards. And so that's why I use that. It's an invaluable piece that I use. Actually, I use it quite a lot. and I'll be using it the same on the back scenes over there. So that's something else I've been doing. I thought I'd show you something else that I've been doing. Somebody had asked me about my fencing. Fencing, this is it. Doesn't look like much because it hasn't been painted, but if I show you the back, it's just matchsticks and scrap mount board. And basically, you drill 2 holes into your baseboard and you just plug it in, and then it just sits right. And as you can see, I've done this length because I need to stick it over there. I haven't painted it, and this is just strips of card that I've used, knocking about old cards that I've had. It could even be a cereal packet or something like that you could probably use. You know, I don't mind spending money buying things that you need where it's justified, but I think sometimes you get some of these things that some manufacturers make. My EMU's gone again over there. I think it's getting stuck over there. I'm not quite sure why. Or whether it's a dirty piece of track. Bear with me a minute. I'm going to see if I can clean that piece of track. There is my track rubber and see if that's what it is. Right, I'll have to keep an eye on my EMU now. The joys of live streaming. Right, the hump on the layout is basically going to be greened off. What I wanted to try and do is disguise the circuit. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to try and disguise the circle as best I could. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put greenery, grass on it, and I'll put some trees on it, and it's just like an embankment. And that's how I'm just going to try and leave it. And hopefully that will work. I do have another idea, because to be honest, I'm not 100% certain if it will work, but I'm hoping it will do. And let's see what we're doing here. Right, you're okay. So just basically back to these, you can see that again it's just matchsticks and scrap cards, and it's very, very, very pliable. Hello John Dawson, welcome to the stream. Yeah, always the case. Well, I'm going to keep an eye on her now because she's just coming. I'll show you where it is. Actually, you can probably see it. Right, on that corner, just where the old disused, she's been getting held up there. So we're going to find out whether or not the track rubber's done it or whether it's something else. Yeah, so it's obviously it's a dirty track. So, oh, yes, you don't want to see my kitchen. Yeah. Right, so yeah, so I've done that. So that will be painted up in the same way as what's over there, and then that will blend in into the back scene, into the town scene. I also made, also from the same scrap card, some more fencing. And this is going to be like concrete fencing. So this is going to be like just, and there's 2 matchsticks that I tend to use, 2 types. There's the long ones, and then there's, which are quite thick ones, the extra long matches they call them, but I use them because they're thicker. And then there's these ones, which are the thin ones. And basically, I'm not going to be drilling holes all of them. I've got to cut, trim some of these, but just a few of them I'm going to keep. And again, thank you, Andrew. Thank you for your kind words. And basically, again, as you can see, it is kind of pliable, so you can spin. And it is a very, very, very cheap way of doing fencing. Yeah, I know, but this is as far as it's going to go. It is bigger. Hello, Dave's Trains, welcome to the stream. But in fact, the extension just does drop down, and it can be just simply unbolted and taken away should it needs to. James Waring, thank you. Yeah, I've been doing this for ages. I'll be honest, I think it's Wills. I think it's Wills that do this. And this type of concrete, southern region concrete fencing. And also you can probably get this from Scale Model Scenery and other places. But from my point of view, I don't mind spending the money there, and I don't mind spending money with those companies as long as I feel like it's worth it. But I just feel this is something that I can make myself, and it will save me a lot of money. If you've got a lot of fencing to do, it does add up, and sometimes what they sell you doesn't actually necessarily go that far. So yeah, I mean, the thing is, this is just cheap as cheerful. This doesn't literally cost nothing. I think a box of matches cost me about £1 or something like that. And a whole sheet of mount board cost me about £3.50 or £4. So within £5, you've got a whole massive sheet of mount board. And this is made from the offcuts of my mount board. This isn't actually specifically taking strips off the mount board to make this. This is just what's left over, and I've now just basically shaped it into something that can be used and reused. So that's what I've been doing. And I just think that, you know, and it's the other thing you can use is if you use matchsticks for cable trunking, you can do that instead of buying the wheel stuff, because that becomes quite expensive. And again, you can cut little strips off and then to put it on top of the matchsticks and to create your own sort of troughs, cable troughs, without having to spend the money. I mean, okay, it's a bit kind of more laborious because you've actually got to sit there and physically do it and cut it. And but if you don't mind doing that, or if you're watching a film or something like that, like I was. Okay, Anthony, take care. Russell Benton, the factory units in the background were thanks to Rachel from Wisterson Junction. She kindly sent them over to me. She was no longer using them on her layout, and she kindly asked if I wanted to have them. Yeah, I mean, I've done a lot of scratch building at FMR. If I just show you. If we just go up, I'm just going to crank you up a bit. All the canopies along the back there are all scratch built. I do love scratch building, and basically I try to, because put it this way, the way I look at it is the more money I save on scratch building things, then there's more money available for maybe possibly buying a nice loco. Right, so in the background, you can probably see that's my hedging there, and that's just scouring pads from Sainsbury's or wherever you shop, Tesco's, just scouring pads, cut into strips, and then after you can then detail it later with a bit of a bag of leaves or something, just dip it in PVA and then do that. You can do that, which is what I'm doing, but I haven't got around to doing it yet because I'm still short on supplies. The platforms here were made out of corrugated card because I ran out of materials, I didn't have the wood, so I used corrugated card, which is the one on the left, and basically then used brown tape and then wrapped it all around, and it's ended up being the right size for the platform, and it's 3 layers of it. And if I can show you, I will. Right, so I'm just going to let the EMU's just approaching, so I'll let that just come round. So you can have a look at that. And then we'll take a look back. Okie dokie, right. Ooh. Right, so my platforms that I made, because I didn't have it because I ran out of materials, and I really wanted to get it done. So what I did is, this is an old box. Delta Junction, welcome to the stream. And this is an old cardboard box, corrugated cardboard box, as you can see. And basically, if you look at the ends of it, you can see there is a bit of play in it. And if you add 3 layers of that together, that gives you the height of a platform. And then, so what I did is I made myself a template out of paper, transferred it onto this, wrapped it around with brown tape, and basically that created just the base for it. And then obviously the ends are just with paper that I've had left over. So that's kind of what I've been doing. So I'm always trying to save money where I can, because it is an expensive hobby and I don't mind spending it if I know I'm getting my money's worth. But there's no point just spending money pointlessly if I know I can do it myself. It's just a no-brainer for me. So that's kind of where we're going. The next thing I want to do is, because I'm slowly, I've got... Yeah, yeah, I mean, I think that's one of the reasons why I do live streaming and why I do this hobby. There's always something to learn from somebody, and I've made some great friends here. And hello, Stephen Cameron, welcome to the stream. Thank you for your kind words. Yeah, it's getting there. Being housebound, there's only so much you can do, isn't there? You know, you can't really do. You could use pico edging on it, but I've found that pico edging is, again, quite an expensive thing if you need a lot of it. Right, sawdust flock. Well, there you go. Look, see, FMR's just coming up with a tip there for us to try. Yeah, it's coming along nicely. Like I said, you know, when you're at home, I've always got things to do on the railway. I've got lots to do on the railway still. Because I'll show you what I want to do next on the railway, and I'm just going to show you what I need to do next. Basically, I need to do the platform edgings, because what it is you can't really see from here, so let me just get my chair out of the way and then I can get it around. I can show you what I need to do then. Yeah, I've actually got a few downloads of brick paper. They have worked for me. Actually, that's what that is. Old downloads. That's actually from Scale Scenes, I think, that brick paper that's on there. What I needed to do is put the top onto the platforms because they're not stuck down. But in order and because I want to put the fencing on, but I need to do the platform edging. So that's the next thing I need to do, is to do the platform edging, and then I can stick the top down, and then I can then put the fencing and wrap the fencing around. And then I'll have to do some work on. I've just remembered. I've got some signage coming as well for the station. So I've got some new signage coming along, plus to go with the existing signage that I already have. So hopefully that will just then come on nicely and bring that station into line. But once I've had enough and done enough on here, because I'm not going to be doing any greenery on this for a while, because I know you can order it online, even though we're on lockdown and stuff like that. But the problem being is I like to see what I'm buying, and I'm not quite sure what flocks I need or buy or anything like that. So I might just leave that. That might stay like that for a little while until the lockdown's over. Like I said, I have ordered the back seam for the back, because that's the last bit to do really, is that whole back seam on the back wall there, because we've got the warehouses all the way along this back wall, and obviously you've just seen the extension, so that's all done. That corner at that end is nearly done with some building, so now it just really leaves the back piece to do, so that's something that I've got to do, and then hopefully that will bring that end to life as well. So there's still lots to do. Let's crank you down a bit. Let's get you down. Everyone's turning up here at the same time, look. Cool. I did actually catch up on your stream, on your channel, Somerset Andy, because I hadn't come across you before, and I thought I'd check out your channel. And I've now subscribed to your channel, so I look forward to more updates on that. No problem, FMR, that's fine. You know, it's like people pick and choose whichever videos they want to watch. Danny Boy 6483, welcome. The only thing I want to do is, before I can do anything, is I want to marry up. I'll show you what I want to do actually. There is one more bit of track that I need to sort out, and that is this bit here. As you can see down there, I've got the double slip over there, and I want to put another one here No problem, Somerset Andy. I want to put another double slip here and bring that point down here, so it's same from that end. I'm finding that I could actually do with it, so I'm going to end up buying another double slip to fit in here in the middle here. Currently at the moment it's a little bit awkward because the train has to go all the way around. Robert Scott, that is, I think, is a Wills thing. I think that's a Wills jobby, one of those Wills modern fencing. You get 10 in a pack, I believe, and I think there's about 3 or 4 packs on this layout. I can actually do with some more actually, because I've actually run out. So that's what I've done. That's the fencing on here, and those of you who are interested, the fencing, this fencing here, that fencing is just basically old rail that I had knocking about, scrap rail that I wasn't using. So I soldered it all together. Yeah, the EMU is a 416. I've actually got it in that blue-grey livery and also on the Network Southeast livery. I've also got a 101 in the blue-grey as well. I just thought, because I've been running so much GWR, that I thought I'd give it a bit of a break and run some of my other trains. So here's my Dutch livery 37, that's a Bachmann one. And that's got TTS sound in it with a Rhodes and Rails iPhone speaker in that one. Yeah, I still can't. Yeah, I think that's kind of why I'm still doing the NSC, John. I think because I do like my NSC. I still do. The other thing is I didn't really want to pigeonhole myself into. I do have a DRS 68 actually, Danny boy. And that's got sound, that's got the Gamambifo sound in that one. It's just that I didn't really want to pigeonhole myself into buying certain locos because I only deal with certain eras. So I decided that on this layout, it's just like if I decide to buy whatever I want. Okie dokie, right, so let's just bring you back round. Oh, right, and sit myself down again. By the way, the rail freight sign came from Rachel also, and Lion, that's come from 50027. That's actually a replica made by Steve Smith over at Laser Lines, and he kindly did that for me. And 50027 is actually on the Watercress line, so I've put those two bits up just to give it a little bit more character. So anyway, I don't know if, oh, we've got 50 people watching. I can't believe that. That's actually a lot for me. I mean, I don't think I've ever had as many as 50 people watching, so it's quite nice. It's all good. Like I said, I don't do it for fame and fortune or for subs or anything. I'm just grateful that people are interested in my channel. Yeah, you have. Yeah, John's been watching my channel for ages, as I've been watching his actually. So I'm half expecting that John's going to have a layout update for me very soon actually, because it's only been a few days. I know he can crack on a little bit, so I'm looking forward to his next update. He's actually got two, for those of you who don't know, Piccadilly, John Warner over at Piccadilly, he's got two layouts. He's got his main layout, which is an N-gauge layout based on Manchester Piccadilly, and he's now got a new one that he's working on, which is a 00, and I think it's an anything goes kind of thing, and it's looking awesome already in such a short space of time. So, hello Tony, welcome to the stream. Tony, if you haven't come across this channel, why not? It's just another fantastic channel. I love the work that you did on not only the footbridge, but the ticket inspector's office. I was just like, oh gosh. For a first time total scratch build, that was ace. That was brilliant. Hello Johnson Street, welcome to the stream. And Delta Junction, welcome. So just for those who have just joined, because we'll be shutting down shortly. I'd just give you one last look of my I'll tell you what I'm going to show you. One last look of my extension. So here you go. So these are they're really good actually. These are along the lines. Sorry, I don't mean to put you under pressure. Yeah, I've got lots to do before I do any ballasting, to be honest. So yeah, so this is along the lines of Pico, but this has come from Townsend Models. And like I said, if you're interested in any of his stuff and you go to his website, you can basically, you need to phone him in order to order it. So I've now placed a new order for his stuff. So I've got about, I think it's another 2 sheets or 3 sheets coming over my way. This is, like I said, a painted bit. Again, actually, it was actually inspiration from both John and from Tony, because Tony has also did his dock scene, and he was doing a painting. Oh, the hill. He was painting the hill. I can't remember what the name of the hill for the life of me. And he was just watching it. It was quite mesmerising to listening to the music whilst he was just painting it in the background. So I thought I'd give it a go. And it's a lot harder than you think, even just doing this. Yeah, I know, it's a bit, yeah. To be honest with you, this lockdown hasn't been too bad for me. Yes, Tony, it does have a name. It does. It has a bit of an obscure name, because. Thank you, Johnson Street. Nice to have you on the stream. Basically, the name for my stations are usually taken from my trips out and about, and that's usually through my buses when I'm driving. And the name for this station came by the fact that I was doing the number 6 route, and I was going around the corner and I saw the street name, and I thought, oh, that sounds really nice. I'm sure that'd be really nice for a station name. So I've got the name boards ready to be done, and apparently it's going to be sent out to me tomorrow. So hopefully within the next week or so I'll get them, depending on how the post is doing. So let me just sort of see if you can see the sort of super elevation. There is a little bit. Oh yeah, it's going on the wrong line. See, the one on the left hasn't got the super elevation. These are really nice actually. Hi Paul Higgins, welcome to the stream. And so that's the station building that came with a Capital Connect kit, which I thought would sit better than my other one, which is why I'm going to be using that one instead. Like I said, I intend to do some flocking and grassing and all the rest of it around here. Colton McMahon, welcome to the stream. So, actually the footbridge, it's funny you should say that actually, because the footbridge is basically very much a Southwestern Railway, Southwest Trains kind of footbridge that you get a lot on their stations. The thing is, I don't actually like it. I'm getting rid of it to put a proper station, to put a proper footbridge. This was actually painted in the Southwest Trains colours in the dark blue, and it was originally on Mildenhall and Vollmer, and it looked better over there because it was actually fitted what I was doing. But this, but basically this, I painted it in red thinking that it might work, but I really don't like it. It really just doesn't suit it at all. But this is the only footbridge I have at the moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy another footbridge that's a bit more in keeping with what I have over there than this one. This one's too modern and it doesn't really work. I didn't think it would when I painted it red, and I took a bit of a gamble on it, and it hasn't really paid off. I don't really like it, to be honest, but it will do a job for now, and it will just give it a chance for the people to get from one end to the other. It was a complete scratch build actually as well, this one. Again, made from card and matchsticks. Thank you, Rachel. The track, well, it's a bit difficult to say now because it was 9.5 feet by 4 feet on the main bit. And then on this bit I haven't actually measured, but I think it's another 7 feet going that way. So that makes it a total of about 11 feet from end to end. Yeah, yeah, that booking office was absolutely smashing. I was watching that and I was going, oh, yeah, it looks absolutely ace. Yeah. Um, yeah, I think you've got more challenging scratch building to come now with it, with the canopies and the station building that's going to be. And I think you're doing really amazingly well, Tony, actually, with what limited photographs that you've got and trying to decipher what's what in them. I think you're doing a grand job, to be honest. So, so if anyone's got anything to say, because I'm going to love you and leave you now, because we've been going on for 45 minutes, and I just wanted to say thank you for joining into my stream. Once again, apologies for the late start, also my machine and also my neighbours. Um, so, Fennec TMD, yes, yeah, I know. Is that the one that's on YouTube, Fennec TMD? I know Fennec TMD, if that's the one. I tend to work more with card than with plastic card, but I see Tony loves working with plastic card. I think he finds it quite easy, but I'm more of a card person and a matchsticks kind of person rather than plastic cards. I'm not quite sure, but I should try it. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for joining me today, and I'm glad you've enjoyed it. And until the next time, it's stay safe and bye from Mildenhall and Vollmer. Goodbye. See you. Bye.